Welcome back. Alright, welcome back to my channel. And this is the Bondy Blue Show. If you've been with me for a minute, you know that whenever I talk about topics that are in, the celebrity world, I call my shit ish talking. Okay, it was a cute way of saying shit talking, because really most of this shit is gossip. Okay, so we just shit talking. Alright, but we trying to be cute. So ish talking, okay? Alright. So Ja Rule decided that he wanted to have his FYRE festival. We thought it was going to be lavish. We thought it was going to be fun. Blink 182, buku other people I don't care about performing. Now, they probably had some people I would have wanted to see, but I just remember Blink 182, god damn, is it 2003? And people get there, if they could get on the island, because it was in the Bahamas at the Exumas Island, which is a small island which has a capacity number, okay? So when they got over capacity, they stopped flying people out to the island, which means people were losing their money. And if you did get on the island when you thought you were going to get luxury tents that was in the shape of a dome, something lovely, okay, with like fake wood floors or something, you thought it was gonna be nice, right? No, bitch. This is an emergency tent, okay? When people pass out on the side of the track, all right, during marathons. That's what this was, okay? It was not cute. And then you were supposed to get food by a gourmet chef, all right? Do you know what one of the places that we saw? Take a look. What the fuck is that? What am I saying? A chef made that? I can make a better sandwich. Where's the meat? That look like all cheese. What is that? What is that? Okay? No, not a good look, Ja Rule, all right? So eventually they just had to go ahead and cancel it, okay? It was supposed to be a 2-weekend thing, and they ended up canceling it when one of the performers was like, I'm not coming with I'm not dealing with that shit, because they heard about it via social media that everything wasn't working out well. Ja Rule, what the fuck? What the fuck? Now they're being sued also. Our girl Jackie finally decides to break her silence about her tumultuous relationship with her daughter, Sakari. Okay? And she released a statement today. She released a statement. Hey, loves. I think it's about time I share a little bit more about me and my life with y'all, since so many of you think you may know, but really you're just being fed BS. Hey, I get it. It's easier to believe lies and propaganda. And she goes on to say absolutely nothing. Like, really? Okay, so at this point, I'm not going to try to change the mind of anyone. I'm simply going to speak from my heart to all of you in hopes that you get a glimpse into my world from a different, more private perspective. That's all she said. So she was saying she was going to tell us something, but she never told us what she was going to say. So it was like, what the fuck, okay? Then her daughter, Sakari, responded to said message because someone commented on it and said, hey, Sakari Lee, your son, her grandson being burned wasn't a valid reason. And they added Sakari. So Sakari's response was, she wasn't even speaking to me. LOL. I hadn't heard from her in 7+ months. Why would I start begging her for something? When my son got burned, Chantel called me within an hour of getting to the hospital. My mom knew what was going on a month before any of you did. She wasn't responding to texts or calls for 7+ months. And it goes on. But my point still remains, Jackie. Nothing has changed. And in Niggas Who Got Dropped from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta news, BENZINO was in the blogs this week. A girl named Malayla, okay, we don't know who she is. All we know is she posted these pictures of her and BENZINO along with this message. Been quiet, loyal, ride or die for this nigga for the past 2 years. I am BENZINO. He's been living with me for the past 3 months and has audacity to text other bitches. So she wanted to show you guys just what BENZINO is all about. Eating that ass, eating that ass. And here's my question. Who took the pictures? Why do women do this? Bitch, you're in the pictures too. You're in the pictures Bitches who got dropped from Real Housewives of Atlanta, that is. News. Kim Zolciak tweeted to our favorite mixed girl, Chrissy Teigen, asking her, so, your hubby is coming to ATL May 19th, and Cash is beyond obsessed with him. Who does Brielle, her daughter, have to blow in order to meet him? LOL. Okay, I'm gonna start there first. See, Kim, regardless to whether it was a joke or not, it is entirely inappropriate and totally fucking weird for you to even say those words out of your mouth. For you to even be trying to think about your daughter sucking somebody's dick for concert tickets is absolutely disgusting and ridiculous. And the fact that you don't know that anything is wrong with that proves my point even more so. Trailer park. Chrissy Teigen responded, please don't blow anyone. It's not that good of a show. Just kidding, it's good. But I'll get you ticks without the oral. And I think Chrissy Teigen handled that well. Because even though she was like, whoa, bitch, whoa, she handled it classy. Appreciate that, Chrissy, appreciate it. The Met Gala 2017 happened this past week. And these are some of the looks. This right here is Katy Perry. Katy Perry was wearing this upon her entrance to her performance because she performed at the Met Gala. I don't know the name of the guy and I don't care to know. But the guy who created whatever the fuck that is, wearable art, but whatever the fuck that is, made some anti-Semitic comments. So he's not that, it's not that popular. This is a problem. And there was some controversy. I'm still looking like, what the fuck is that? Rihanna said, they said she slayed. And I was like, I get it, and she's Rihanna, but what the fuck am I looking? What is that? I saw pictures of people like carrying a whole bunch of laundry, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. I guess it looks good. Yeah, I don't know. No. Now here's one that did it for me. Zendaya, girl, you better work. Okay? It was beautiful, the hair, the makeup. I saw what it was. I understood it. That's some beautiful shit. Let's just look at it for a second. Look at the way. Oh, and the hair. Oh, and Lala Anthony wants you hoes to know I'm single and ready to mingle and I look great and that nigga is tripping. Okay? Because she was dipping it and fucking doing it. Okay? She was dipping it and doing it. Lala looked fucking fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite looks of the night. Okay? Definitely one of my favorite. Then there was J-Lo. And y'all know I love me some J-Lo. Okay? Yeah, we have our issues. But I love J-Lo. Okay? And this was so giving me like Diana Ross in the 60s, like, no rain, no way, take me away from you, like something really mouthy and big sung by Diana Ross. Oh, I loved it. I thought it was beautiful, and I like how 60s it looked. Like, I really love the look, okay? It was giving me major old school disco tees, and I loved it. But one of my faves, and I had to say one of my faves because out of Zendaya, Miss Beautiful Cassie. Oh my God. So yeah, y'all, I can't pick a favorite, but definitely Cassie. D, why do you look like the Phantom of Hip Hop? I don't know. Okay, I did like the shot of him laying back watching her, but I thought Cassie looked awesome. But anyway, y'all did it. Met Gala 2017. Moving on. So, Funkmaster Flex, as time goes on and he becomes less relevant, things like this happen where he decides to tweet nonstop about how 20 years ago Tupac shot himself and was scared of the gangsters he was hanging around. So he shot himself and then lied and said that Biggie set him up. He lied that Biggie set him up. Okay, Funk, first of all, I'm going to say what the troubled man, aka T.I. said. Whatever the fucking story might be, my nigga, that was 20 years ago. And when Tupac was alive, you didn't say shit. So shut the fuck up now. Okay? That's how I feel about it, okay? Talking about y'all worshiping people and they ain't shit. Y'all worshiping fake superheroes. My nigga, he was a superhero for the culture. okay? Whether he was, doing coke every now and again and was also very paranoid because he probably got the feel that he was about to die. The nigga did get shot 5 times, and I don't know about you, but why would I shoot myself 1 time and then some other niggas come in and shoot me 4 more times? Like, that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense at all. Okay, now, do I think that he was probably lying about who did it because he was too scared that they might do something to him if he said who really did it, and maybe he blamed Biggie? Maybe. That's a possibility. But probably it was some niggas who he thought was with them or some shit like that, but not really big. You know what I'm saying? But what pissed me off is that he was trying to make it seem like ultimately what Pac did caused Biggie's murder. And I'm like, bro, Pac was already dead. Okay? And I really don't think whoever killed Biggie because Pac got killed. Because I just don't think that. I think that's way too simple. I think it was some underhanded shit. But to be some shit that's going on for this long and nobody ever really say what happened, it ain't nothing that simple. I'm sorry. I just don't think it is. Then... So Joe Budden decides to go absolutely ape shit on Lil Yachty, okay? First, he made some comments about Lil Yachty not being hip-hop at all, not representing the culture at all. And then they sat down for like an interview with DJ Academics and this chick. I forgot the chick name. The only reason I remember DJ Academics' name is because I thought he was a complete asshole during the interview. Like, this whole old head versus new head shit. Like, because I want coherent rap that I can understand, okay, that I feel like there was some effort put behind. I'm an old head. That's what makes me an old head, okay? Okay, fine, whatever. During the interview, yes, if you watch the interview, Joe kind of got irate a little bit. A lot of screaming and hollering and nigga calm down. Fine. Yes, of course, I agree with that. Joe does too much sometimes. But at the same time, Joe was making a very valid point. Especially when Lil Yachty said that he felt like he was an outcast in hip-hop. And I'm like, my nigga, you're not an outcast. You know why? Because you're the fucking model. You're the mold. That's what they're doing right now. You, Savage, 21 and 22, the Migos, all you niggas that look like derivatives of Baby, Lil Wayne, and fucking 2 Chainz. Like, all of you niggas look the same. All of you niggas do the same shitty ass mumble rap. Yes, every now and again, y'all have a hit because it's catchy, it's easy to remember, and it's a good beat. But at the same time, they got niggas like Kendrick Lamar coming out, rapping serious fucking lyrics that are honest to who he is as a person, spitting complete fucking fire with lyricism over cold beats and overselling you motherfuckers. So my point remains that hip-hop will forever and always be what it is. It's an art form. And when you're a painter, you know who Monet and Rembrandt are. And when you're a writer, you know who Robert Frost and Langston Hughes is. So when you're a rapper and you show that you have no respect for the men that came before you that paved the way for this shit to even be as popping as it is in mainstream culture, it shows a lack of effort on your part to even be a good rapper, good hip-hop, good artist at all. At all. It shows the lack of effort on your part to get on a fucking song and not actually rap to a beat, but rap like somebody put you in a studio with no music and said go and then mashed it to a fucking track after the fact. That's how some of Lil Yachty's songs sound. And to give you an example of the words that I can't understand, red dot, red dot, red dot, red dot, red dot on his nose like Rudolph. Pull up to the scene, all white with the roof off. Take that little bitch to the roof, Chris. Fuck her, then fuck on her sister, I'm ruthless. Chill on the 6 when I'm fucking on Poochie. That bitch was ugly, but pussy on Smoothie. Wet! Play with that kitty like hello. Took a step back, then I bust it like mellow. Aiming at you and your fellows. My new bitch, yellow. She blow that dick like a cello. What? What? She blow that? What? My point is, yes, some of it rhymes. But he can't write a beat. It's shitty lyrics. Hella repetition. There are no schemes. There's no artistry behind it. It's not real effort. Okay, like, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. And it's no disrespect. Nobody needs conscious music on every level. But damn, if you're going to have some levels, can we have some, you know what I'm saying, some growth? And you niggas don't even feel like, this is what Lil Yachty said, you know, he don't even really think he's competing with the niggas that are, you know, on his same level, like, you know, Young Uzi and 21 Savage. And it's like, why? That's what made rappers great, because they battled each other all the time. They were always trying to be better than the next rapper. And back in the day, and I'm sorry, this is how it should always be. If you sounded like another nigga, then they was telling you was whack. If you sounded like somebody else, my nigga, you whack. Now it's the thing to get endorsement deals and get all of this money in a 360 deal where everything is going basically back to the label and they making about 200 million while you making about 3 million, okay? And you out here not really repping the culture because you want to be so fucking different, but your lyrics don't reflect that, okay? Then you don't know what kind of deal you're even in. So it's like y'all aren't progressing the culture, y'all are degrading the culture, but because it's selling and the little white kids popping off to it, we're supposed to just accept it as it is and not criticize it. That's what Joe was saying. Joe is saying, know your fucking business and have some effort behind this shit. I totally understood what he was saying, but the nigga don't know how to talk to people. But that's my thoughts on it. I just had to get into it with y'all. And Sin Santana, next time your old man get into it with somebody, don't say shit. Don't say nothing. The last of the Ish Talking topics today, you guys, are 13 Reasons Why. The Netflix original that showcased basically how a young girl killed herself. It had different cassette tapes, and every cassette tape was dedicated to a different person in her life that contributed to what she thought contributed to her suicide. And a lot of people have been giving this show flack because they feel like it glamorized suicide. It made suicide look like a fun thing to do. And I don't think I got that feel at all. I didn't get that feel from the show at all. I thought it was good. I thought it was in depth. I thought it was a good way to show a story like that. And at the end of it, I was mad at her for killing herself because I really, really wanted her to be with the other little young guy from Goosebumps that was so in love with her. And they were teenagers, and neither one of them are sure of themselves or sure of their emotions. And that's something they would have eventually grown out of and been able to probably be together and be in a relationship with one another as older teenagers and maybe even young adults. But because she killed herself and didn't give herself a chance to find that out, like, it just made it so sad. And then they actually show the scene where she does kill herself, and they go through the actual physicality of her slitting her wrist. And a lot of people who work for, you know, suicide prevention felt that this was not a good look and that it glamorized and made suicide seem like a cool thing. And that is not what I got from it at all. I think it was gritty. I thought it was real, and I thought it showed a real depiction of something that goes on with kids these days when they want to kill themselves because they're being bullied or come at from so many different ways. They don't want to disappoint their parents. They're trying to do good in school. They're trying to have friends, but people are fucking assholes. And, you know, they're trying to figure out their bodies, and their hormones are going crazy. Your brain hasn't even grown to its full potential when you're a teenager. So making a decision so permanent like that is never something that you should do, because you get out of these things. Nothing lasts forever, and eventually your life will be your own, whatever you're going through. And the people in high school that you know, you won't even remember their fucking names, okay? So I don't remember people's names that I dated, and I just try to act like I remember. I don't want them to feel bad. But my life has had so many things happen. I find it hard to keep my mind back there remembering all of those things. I remember like playing with my cousins as kids, and the things we used to do in the movies I used to like, and the music I listened to, and some of my main Mabel Scrabbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that shit. I remember playing Charmed and being a witch in my backyard. Yeah, okay, I grew up in a nice neighborhood. We did shit like that. Okay, that's what I remember. You know, and then Katrina happened and shit got difficult, and I felt like killing myself, and all I wanted to do every day was come home and drink NyQuil and go to sleep. After school, after work, that's all I did was sleep. You know what I mean? I went through a terrible depression after Hurricane Katrina. The girl I was with at the time completely said fuck me after us being together since we were, you know, almost freshmen in high school, and this was our senior year of high school, and now it's fuck you, I don't give a fuck whether you live or die. and I just lost my entire house, my whole neighborhood, my whole, high school that I just started getting comfortable in. My senior year, I'm ready to graduate, shit about to be lit, and my life completely turns upside down. And then 4 years later, my dad dies. I didn't know how to handle all that. Even as an adult, I still deal with my depression all the time. I am trying to be happy all the time. Okay, so I definitely know what that feels like to go through those emotions. And watching that movie did not make me, or that show did not make me want to kill myself. So I'm saying that from the point of view of somebody that goes through that. And also to say to other people, to other kids out there, that suicide is never the fucking answer. I go through those thoughts in my mind too. But you just gotta hold on, okay? Like I'm telling y'all, Jeffrey Osborne been telling y'all for years, holding on. I saw y'all in the comments, y'all was being my backup. Holding on. I know y'all being my backup. I love y'all for that, okay? Holding on. It's very hard to do when love is gone. And that's no lie. Said I'm holding on. It's very hard to do when love's gone. Hey, yeah. I just did that so y'all can do the backup with me. I know y'all doing it. Okay? But anyway, I just wanted to touch on 13 reasons why, because I thoroughly enjoyed the show. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. There was also a book. So, it's not anything new. So if you were so upset about it, why are you getting upset about the book? Okay? I loved it. I thought it was great. You should watch it. You should also check out Dear White People, and you should also check out The Get Down. Just recently finished watching The Get Down. So fucking awesome. And Dear White People is hilarious. So you guys check out those Netflix shows, and let's get into the next segment of the Bondy Blue Show, which is MF and Advice. This is my motherfucking advice. This is my motherfucking advice. Hi, Brittany. My name is T. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, girl. I just wanted to say congrats on your wedding and that I love your videos. She's a subby from the beginning. Appreciate you, baby. I do appreciate y'all that's been here since the jump. Okay, don't think I don't. She has a question though. I'm bisexual and I hooked up with a chick a while back. She says she's straight, but she says she only likes me. She don't like other girls. I'm wondering, is she confused? Well, let me tell you. This can go one of two ways. She could possibly be on her way to finding out who she is, but depending on how old you guys are, if you're in your, 20s, mid to late 20s, she's not confused. She's just playing around with the girl right now. It might be something sexually that she enjoys, but ultimately she'll probably end up being with a man. The other way that this can go is if she actually really does like women and she's just figuring it out for herself. And it's still something she's going to have to figure out on her own. It's not anything you can do for her. But if she says that, oh, I like you, I don't like other women, I don't always believe that. I feel like that is the mindset people have when things are new and they haven't really gotten used to it yet. Because I feel like I think I felt that way or said something along those lines and heard women say that so many times. Oh, I don't like women, I just like you. And over the years, they'll either go that way or they won't. But it just depends on the age range. If you're a teenager and you're saying that shit, it's possibly likely that you might really like girls. But by the time you done hit like 22, 23, 24, really like I'm going to say 24, around that age, you pretty much know what you fucking with or not. And if you say that you really don't fuck with girls, it's probably a phase or just something that you're trying to do right now because you got your heart hurt by some nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to say is, if you want to keep fucking with her, go ahead and do that. But don't get your emotions all tied up in it. With women, sometimes that's hard to do, okay? So my advice would be, unless she's sure on what she wants, I wouldn't be fucking with her. I'm sorry. You telling me you don't fuck with other women and it's just me tells me eventually if we break up, you're going to go back to fucking dudes. okay? And if you're bisexual, that's fine, but that's different when you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody and y'all think there's a future, and then all of a sudden they figure out that they really don't like women. This is just a phase for them. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, guard your feelings, guard your heart, be honest, and keep your doors of communication open. So if anything goes wrong and you don't really like it and you see, you kind of figure it out which way it's gonna go, you can make the decision for yourself. But I can't tell you who she is as a person, because I don't feel like she even knows who she is if she's saying shit like that. Okay? But that is my advice, okay, girl? And the rant for this week is I hate iPhone. Okay, you guys, so recently, I've only had Samsung Galaxy phones. For about the past 3 years, I think 3-4 years, I've only had Samsung Galaxy phones. I love my Galaxy, okay? But it was old, it was an S6, and even though it was in great condition, all of a sudden the charging port started to have a problem, and the battery life wasn't that good, okay? No new phone had really come out yet except for the 7S, and my husband has that, so I'm not all that impressed with it enough to change phones, right? Well, I decide, you know what, I need a phone with better battery life, so let me just go ahead and try out the iPhone 7, which I have. And I hate this phone, okay? It does exactly what I got it for, which is has great battery life, but let me count the ways of why I hate this phone. Are you ready? Okay. Number 1, I can't actually buy shit from Amazon or Audible. The Audible app, which does audiobooks. I love audiobooks. Okay, that's how I get my reading done. My eyes are getting bad. Sometimes they're tired and blurry, and I just want to listen to some shit that, puts me in a better headspace. I love books, okay? So, yes, it is very vital that I am able to purchase a Audible book, audiobook, on my Audible app. Number 2 reason why, there's no multitasking. So I can't watch a YouTube video and text someone back like I can on my Samsung Galaxy. Annoying. Fucking hated it. Number 3. I can't charge and listen to headphones at the same time without an adapter. And even if I get the adapter, I can't control the audio from the earphones anymore because of the adapter. It's really annoying. Who told you that was a good idea, Apple? I don't care what it did. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. I hate it. I don't understand why you did that. After this phone is over, I would never get another iPhone again if that's what y'all going to continue to do. Because now, even if I can't use your headphones, I have to buy an extra piece to put on this already expensive ass phone with the already expensive ass case. Then, no free ringtones. It's 2017. Why the fuck am I still paying for ringtones on Apple? That is ridiculous. I'm already buying the music. What do I have to buy the ringtone for too? That is just ridiculous. And you used to be able to cheat around it, but now with this phone on iPhone 7, they've made it very difficult to drag the song once you change the extension on the end. Now you can't really export it to the AAC file like you used to be able to do. But now I can't do that. Now if I want a ringtone that's a song that I love, I have to go pay for it. Apple, fuck you. I'm not paying for ringtones. It is 2017. Like, y'all act like Napster's still out or some shit like that. Come on, man. Get rid of that shit. Whenever I'm on YouTube and I'm like scrolling and I'm like trying to see who got videos up or trying to refresh to see what my views are looking like on YouTube, I get a no connection. No connection. And I'm like, but bitch, you was just working. What do you mean no connection? I'm connected. And you know what I have to do? I have to double click, exit out of the app all the way, and then get back in it, and then it works. It also does that on my iPad. So thanks, Apple, but you fucking suck. I hate iPhone, and that's why. All right, you guys. That was the Bondy Blue Show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll come back and send me topics for next week's episode of the Bondy Blue Show. Thank you and bye-bye.